10 best New Balance lifestyle shoes for 2025. You guys comment down below what your favorite pair of New Balances are. And let's go ahead and spark this video straight up. We're already seeing some grails for sure for New Balance. And I gotta say off rip, my favorite New Balance. And if you don't know already, you need to subscribe to the channel, y'all, because I'm giving y'all this game every single day. But with that being said, you guys, my favorite is the New Balance 9060. Go ahead and check out my review up here if you do want to check out why. But for now, let's go ahead and get straight into the list.
The New Balance 574.
Now, these ones off rip, I know I'm pausing crazy right now, but I do want to say I don't really mess with the 574s. I don't know if they just look too dated for me. I don't know what it is about this look. But they're definitely not my cup of tea.
Most iconic
for sure.
models. In my opinion, this is the most
but we are at 10.
looking pair of
we are at 10, so we're going to give them some grace.
Created as a hybrid
but for sure, this is not me.
Between a trail shoe and a
video is always going to be in the description down below.
Than other models of the time, making
but let me not talk too much,
for wider-footed people than most of the other shoes out there. The upper of the shoe comes in a mix of leathers and synthetics, which has stayed pretty much the same since it launched. The sneaker comes with an end cap midsole, which essentially combines soft foam with a polyurethane rim, which gives the shoe some impact.
Like, look at it. This very much gives dad, very much gives Y2K, or maybe even like earlier than that. But yeah,
protection and stability. It's not going to blow you away comfort wise, but it is soft enough to get you through the day. Retailing for $90 and coming in a plethora of colorways, the 574 is a great choice for everyday wear. Of course, if you want to grab this pair or any of the other pairs that I mentioned in today's video, make sure to check them out through the affiliate links in the description below and also through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen. Number 9, the New Balance Fresh Foam X More V5. The New Balance Fresh Foam X More V5 is not only the softest shoe on the list, I also think
now that's what I've heard. I've heard it is the softest shoe, or at least one of the most softest New Balances ever. I have never had them on foot, on hand, or what have you. But I want you guys to let me know if you guys have had any experience in the More V5s. Let me know about maybe the uses for it, how the comfortability is, and how it compares to other New Balance sneakers. And give me a little facts on y'all. Let me know if y'all want a little review on the channel.
The latest iteration of New Balance's popular More series, known for its cushioning and plush feel. This shoe is designed with long-distance runners in mind, as well as people looking for ultra-soft recovery shoes. Really, anyone looking for that plush.
This definitely added at least 3-4 inches to the height for sure.
The midsole provides exactly that.
That stack got to be 40.
While still being pretty lightweight. It's also a surprisingly stable shoe. It's got a very wide base that prevents you from feeling like you're wobbling around on top of the shoe, especially because it is such a tall shoe. The X More V5 officially released last year, and it looks like it will be replaced this year with the X More V6, which to be honest doesn't look like that big of an improvement, so even if you grab this shoe after that shoe comes out, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. But hey, we'll just have to wait and see. Don't forget to subscribe to see more about that shoe when it officially releases. But getting back into this shoe, the upper of the V5 comes in an engineered mesh that improves breathability and provides a more secure and flexible fit. Plus, you get some of that plush padding around the ankle area and on the tongue, which gives you a very pillowy feel around your foot.
They look nice. I'm not gonna lie, even though they have a super crazy stack.
I highly recommend it if you're looking for that unbelievably soft max cushion. And you can get all that softness for just $155, which is not incredibly cheap, but it's also definitely not a bad price and cheaper than
a lot of I can't lie. He has to have the New Balance 9060s in this list. Now, I didn't see it in the thumbnail, so I'm guessing it might be in the video, but yeah, y'all gotta watch the video throughout, y'all. Let's see if he's gonna have the New Balance 96 in here.
Why don't you pair the
gotta have a pair of 96s, especially for lifestyle.
Apothecary socks are specifically designed to be comfortable and breathable for all-day wear. They keep your feet Balance 1000. Last year saw the return.
Underrated pick, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. These is one of them ones that's versatile. You got colorways, you got a nice price. I ain't gonna lie, I was just put on with these right here pretty recently. I actually just dropped a New Balance beginner's guide, a reaction video type beat, just like this right here. But yeah, I was just put onto it, and if you guys want to be put on with some of the New Balance buying guides and just some of the best daily running shoes and just everything to do with sneakers, I really recommend you hit that subscribe button, because this is going to be the go-to hub for sure. for any of that type of
The
content.
shoe features a sleek shape and paneling that at the time was very futuristic. Now, as a sneakerhead who grew up on Nikes, I kind of think of this shoe as like the foam posit of the New Balance world.
I was just about to say that.
The thought behind the design of this shoe. It's kind of like the 1990s, early 2000s vision of the future. And although this shoe doesn't really look like the foam posits, it's definitely got a similar feel to it. The upper of the shoe comes with mesh underlays and synthetic overlays that give it a tech runner vibe. Moving down, you get to the sculpted midsole with absorb cushioning, which makes it a pretty comfortable shoe underfoot. I mean, okay,
New
let's be
Balance
real. Every pair
loves
of New
that
Balances
absorb
is
cushioning.
probably going to be pretty comfortable, but not all of them are going to be as soft as something like the Exmore V5s. But in this case, it's a comfortable shoe that's very easy to rock for all day wear. Even though this shoe is over 25 years old, it still has a modern and sleek aesthetic while maintaining that 2000s runner feel. New Balance sells the 1000 for $150, and I think it's a great lifestyle pair to pick up if you like the way that it looks. Number 7, the New Balance 2002R. The 2002R is a modernized version of the 2002.
That's that collab, right?
Released back in 2010.
I think it's like
the shoe still
Salehi
retains a
or
lot of the
something.
original design, but updates many of the materials and the cushion.
This is the one I was just talking about in my last reaction video. But these right here, I love how they have like kind of like that distressed look. That whatever New Balance, however they came with this inspiration for this protection
The
pack,
upper generally comes in
man, they
mesh
did the
with
thing on
slotted
this for
overlays,
sure.
making it feel very premium for the price, which by the way is $145. The midsole features absorb cushioning and feels great even after extended wear. And visually, I love the way it looks. It really is one of the best looking classic runners out there. New Balance has also dropped some fire colorways of this shoe, like the Rain Cloud.
Now, hot take. Are y'all picking New Balance or Asics in terms of lifestyle wearability? Now, when I say lifestyle wearability, I'm talking about you'll wear this shoe to go out, you'll wear this shoe to just maybe like a chill little hangout. I'm talking about lifestyle in a way that's very much you wouldn't care about wearing it. Like not in a way that you kind of like have them as a throwaway, but as like a shoe that you would really wear and you really rock with confidence. Let me know which one of y'all think has the most aura. I guess is the better word to use in
trading and investing
2025.
workshop right here in Irvine that will forever.
I bet.
Pack, or of course the Salehi Bembury.
Me personally, I'm picking.
It's an excellent.
That's low-key a hard choice. If I had to pick one between those two, it probably would be New Balance because I know more about New Balance. But then again, I like Asics 1130s and gel cut. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all be the defining factor in that. So let me know in the comments.
The 990 V6 is the latest iteration of the classic New Balance 990 line. The design of the V6 was a much more drastic change from previous versions. These cost
like
really
$200.
Any of the other versions before it, except for maybe the V1 to the V2. I've always thought of the 990 line as like the pinnacle of quality when it comes to New Balance. The shoes feature top-of-the-line materials, especially for the price point, and an excellent build quality. Now, to be fair, the price point is hefty. A standard pair of 990 V6s retails for $200, but I do think it's worth it. Originally created to be the best running sneaker of all time, the 990 line slowly transitioned over the years to become much more about lifestyle than running. While sure, you could run in the 990 V6, there are other sneakers out there that New Balance makes that, in my opinion, are more suited for the wants of modern runners. Doesn't mean you can't, though. Like I said, and I have run in it, it's fine, but I do prefer some other shoes, which we'll talk about later on in the list. The 990 V6.
What y'all know about Sunflower running? I didn't even know he runs.
Overlays, and the upper is pretty well padded. It feels very pillowy on foot. I love it. The midsole cushion is made up of a mix of end cap and the newer super soft fuel cell foam, giving the shoe a very plush and very comfortable ride. Out of all of the traditional looking lifestyle sneakers on this list, I'd say that the New Balance 990 V6 is probably the most comfortable. I also love the way that the midsole looks. It's modern, it's organic, and I really like these swooping lines. I actually think the 990 V6 in general is just a beautifully designed shoe. And again, it's definitely not cheap, but I do think it's probably one of my favorite shoes on the list. Number 5, the New Balance 1906. So this shoe
off rip, that colorway was everything. Let me see if I can pause it. Man, little disclaimer for y'all that don't know too much about the 1906 Rs.
Number 5.
They do not come looking like this. This is a collab, and New Balance has quite a few of these collabs, like that same color combination. But these look amazing. I ain't gonna lie, the color combination definitely makes a difference in these shoes. I wonder if they made like a 1906A iteration.
So many different versions of it. There's the 1906R right here, which is the flagship model that's a reimagining of the classic 1906 from 2009. There's also the 1906A, which is a more deconstructed take on the silhouette. And now they've added the 1906L, which is a low.
Man, straight L, just like in the name, yo. Who is buying these, yo? I've seen some creators buy these and actually say that they mess with them, but I don't know what you can like. Because it's like, they very much remind me of like a shoe that maybe Skechers would come out with. Like, it's like, why and like who? What
You guys can
audience
check
is
out
this
my
catering
review of
to?
the 1906L through the link at the top of the screen. It is a wild pair of sneakers, but it's
Wild.
incredibly popular for some reason. I don't get it. Needless
Yeah,
to say, the
for some
1906
reason.
is an incredibly versatile silhouette. Originally named after the year that New Balance was founded, 1906, the sneaker
Really?
was designed as you would
Didn't know
expect to
that.
be a running sneaker. After its initial run on store shelves, New Balance put the model back in the vault, and it re-emerged over the last few years as the brand new 1906R. This newer version of the shoe draws heavily on the original, and it maintains its 2000 style and appearance while incorporating some newer touches. When it comes to cushioning, the New Balance 1906R features Activa Light and Absorb SBS pods, which are right there in the heel, which make the shoe pretty comfortable underfoot for all-day wear. I say pretty, but it's actually a very comfortable shoe. It generally comes in a wide mesh upper with synthetic overlays, as you can see on the upper of this shoe, which has caught a lot of collaborators' attention. This shoe has become so popular, it's become the base of many different collaborations like this one, the ALD collaboration, or even the This Is Never That collaboration, or the Jack Harlow collab, or the Salehi Bembry's, or even the Action Bronsons. I'm sure there's more, I just can't remember all.
Bembry, that's
And
the
even
name.
in the very widely available GR colorways, the model has been incredibly popular because of its aesthetics and comfortability. Most pairs of 1906s come in at a retail price of $155. However, some colorways sell for way more or way less depending on the availability, the materials, and the silhouette. For example, I think the 1906Ls and the 1906As actually sell for more money than the 1906Rs. And actually, like I just said about the 990 V6s, I do think the 1906Rs are one of my favorite pairs of New Balances. Number 4, the New Balance 1080 V14. As much as I love the Exmore V5 for its just insanely plush
Can't
cushion,
argue with
the
this
New
one right
Balance
here.
1080 V14 is really
Fun
my
fact,
go-to
y'all.
max cushion.
I just did a review on these on my channel. Very, very recent. If y'all want to tap in, I always put the video either on the left side corner or the right. But with that being said, this is a very good sneaker. To kind of sum it up, I would definitely say it's one of those like everyday sneakers. I want to say lifestyle too. It's like a everyday lifestyle type of shoe. If I had to kind of sum it up in the best way, you can use it for running, walking, but maybe for more of those easy recovery type of days. But yeah, check out the
Not only
review.
is
I'll
this
put it up
shoe
here if I can
ridiculously
remember in the
comfortable
video when I
underfoot,
edit
it's
it.
also a great
Very
everyday
good
running
video to
sneaker.
go
In
ahead
fact,
and
in the
watch.
words of New Balance, if they only made one running shoe, this would be it. That's literally what they say on the website. You can actually read it on the product description if you want to check it out through the links in the description below. Seriously, that's exactly what they say. The 1080 V14 is the 14th iteration of the 1080, and this time around it comes with Fresh Foam X in the midsole, by far one of New Balance's softest foams. This foam provides a very plush, responsive feel and is one of the softest underfoot cushions that I've ever worn. I don't think
What do y'all
New
think
Balance was
about
lying in
the
that description,
overall
though, because
design,
personally,
y'all?
this shoe has become my go-to running sneaker.
I'm
I
kind
find
of like
myself wearing this shoe
in the
casually
middle
all
about
the
it. I don't
time.
know if
In fact,
I don't really like it too much, but I don't dislike it.
In fact, I walked around for days at Disney World in this shoe, and I'm glad I did because this shoe is way more comfortable than anything else that I brought on the trip. I brought a pair of Jordan 1s, threw those on for like 10 minutes, and I was like, nope, this is not
Yeah,
gonna happen, and wore these guys the entire
definitely.
trip. But getting back into running, I'm kind of a slower runner. I like to take my time, and this shoe offers me that well-cushioned ride that I'm looking for while still having some great bounce. Getting to the upper, it comes in a very lightweight engineered mesh, which is comfortable and breathable. I actually think this is one of my favorite uppers on the list in terms of comfort. It just feels amazing on foot. Plus, the ankle area and the tongue are very well padded. It's a seriously comfortable shoe. I really like the aesthetics of this shoe as well. It's not too busy or too overdone. The midsole changes from generation to generation, and I feel like the V14 is actually my favorite midsole sculpting that they've ever done. The 1080 V14 comes in at a retail price of $165, which definitely pushes it into the premium tier, but I really think this is the best daily trainer on the list. It's really the most well-rounded shoe in terms of wearability and comfort, and even aesthetics, honestly. It's just a great all-around shoe. Number 3, the New Balance 96.
Ooh, we've been waiting on this to come on the list. I thought it was gonna be number 1, but I guess that's number 3. So wow, we still got 2 other spots.
The 9060
wonder
is
what
one of
the
New
last
Balance's
2 could
newest
be.
lifestyle silhouettes. Unlike many of New Balance's models, the 9060s were specifically designed as an everyday lifestyle sneaker
What
that
could the last
prioritizes
2 be?
comfort and aesthetics. The 9060
the
also
Rebel
features some of New
V4?
Balance's best tried and true cushioning technology like SBS and Absorb cushioning. As you might be able to tell from looking at it,
He
the New
might
Balance
actually add the Rebel
9060
V4
draws
here.
inspiration from the iconic 990 line, specifically on the upper of the shoe, but it changes things up with the midsole. The midsole is wild. As you could have guessed, the upper is super plush, super comfortable on foot, foot and relatively breathable. It is a padded mesh, so it's not going to let a huge amount of air through, but it does let some. And on just about every colorway of this shoe, you're treated to a premium suede upper with padded mesh and leather accents. In my opinion, this sneaker is the perfect mashup of old and new, of classic and modern. And apparently the public thinks so too, because the 9060 is one of the most popular models that New Balance makes. As far as price point, the New Balance 9060 comes in at $150, which isn't especially cheap, but also won't break the bank. I mean, for that price, you're getting a good-looking, comfortable model that also comes in surprisingly premium materials. That kind of seems like the theme for New Balance in general. Like, they're all pretty good value. Number 2, the New Balance 530. Launched in
Ooh, that's disgusting. Man, I just don't get it, y'all. And for y'all that like this sneaker, please let me know why in the comment section. But it's like, I see the sneaker in top 10 lists. I see the sneaker being mentioned as some of the best New Balance sneakers to offer. And I'm just like, why don't you go ahead and buy a Skechers at that point? Like, it's like, I feel like New Balance took a sneaker, or maybe Skechers copied New Balance. I don't know. But this looks like if I was to grab a sneaker from Skechers and slapped on a New Balance label on there. It looks like that exact same thing. Like,
which is
this looks like
years ago. I know that because I also launched
like
an
old
dad. New Balance
shoe.
530 was created as a high-tech runner.
I think it's like, I forgot what that shoe is. I think it's called the Nike something. I don't want to say a Nike Absorb because it doesn't sound right. But these look like some sneakers you'd find at Walmart.
At that time, the shoe just didn't hit. But over the years, it found its way back to store
How
shelves
is it hitting?
multiple times. In 2025, the New Balance 530 is once again on people's radars and is quite possibly the most popular pair of lifestyle New Balances on the market right now. I actually asked
not on my
people
list.
at
That
New
ain't even
Balance
making the
what
top 10
most
for
popular
sure.
model was, and they said unequivocally it's the New Balance 530, at least for lifestyle wear. It's crazy because I knew it was popular, but I never would have guessed it was the most popular.
Like, look at them on feet. Like, who's gonna really put these on their feet and be like, yeah, I'm gonna really walk out with confidence with these
Just
on.
a 90s running aesthetic with wide meshes on the upper and metallic overlays, and it comes in at a very affordable retail price of just $99. It's an excellent everyday sneaker that combines both comfort and style, and it's incredibly easy to rock with any fit. Number 1, the New Balance 740. Returning from the archives in 2024, the 740
underrated
was
pick.
designed as a workhorse daily
I like this
trainer.
list.
The kind of running shoe that you'd throw on to do everything.
Completely
This classic
forgot.
sneaker still features a 2000s running aesthetic and materials that made it as popular as it was when it first released, and in 2025, it's poised to become a juggernaut in the sneaker world. Like many of the other shoes on this list, the 740 features a wide mesh upper overlaid by synthetics. Like most of the other shoes on this list, the upper is well padded but still breathable, and the usually metallic silver overlays give it a pretty distinctive look. The midsole, as you can see right there, has absorb cushioning, which does a good job at literally absorbing impact and providing a soft enough ride. No, it's not like the more V5s or even the 1080s, not even close, but it is still a decently comfortable underfoot experience. And like I said earlier, all New Balances generally are pretty comfortable, but where the 740 really shines is its visual design and its price point. First of all, the shoe looks great. It's got a clean and classic aesthetic, which looks really good in pretty much any color you can slap on it, which has made it a hit with collaborators. That retro 2000s running sneaker vibe continues to be huge in 2025, so the 740 is very in style at the moment. And I personally love how versatile it is. It can be dressed up or dressed down and looks great with pretty much anything, like a fresh pair of Apothecary socks, but I digress. But what cements
Like
this shoe at the top of the list for me is the $109 price point. At that price, I feel like you're getting an incredible value with this shoe. It also competes directly with one of ASICS's most popular models, the 1130, and in a lot of ways, I think the New Balance 740 is a better overall choice. The 740s are going to be a go-to for me in 2025 and will absolutely get some heavy wear in my rotation this year. But hey, if you made it to this point in the video, let me know in the comment section down below which pair you like the best. And as always, thank you so much for watching.
With that being said, y'all, that's gonna cap off the video. I am not gonna lie to you, that last pick was kind of like a curveball. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of one of those picks I didn't expect to be there, but I ain't gonna lie, now I have a New Balance sneaker on my radar. We have the 740s and also the 9060s that I've been loving for a minute now. But with that being said, comment down below your top picks. Let me know if this video inspired you to get a pair in that comment section down below. But for now, you guys, if you do want to see more about what New Balance has to offer, I recommend you click this video right here, and I'll see you in that one.